Hi, my name is BTeurman. I'm here to talk to you about nonverbal communication and proxemics. What is nonverbal communication? Well, according to Mikrowski, nonverbal communication is the process of one person stimulating meaning in the mind of another person or persons by means of another nonverbal messages. Nonverbal messages. It includes anything of nonverbal communication, which is body language. It's ways of talking, head movements, sounds, eye movements, closeness, appearance, facial expression, posture, body contact. There's different categories of nonverbal messages, which includes physical appearance. Now, there are different types of physical appearance, and would you consider me as the speaker more appealing and more credible if I was in a business suit, or even less credible if I had a shirt with a giant stain on it and my hair wasn't combed? Okay, gesture and movements, also known as kinesics. Face and eye behavior, also known as oculesics. Vocal behavior, also known as paralanguage or vocalics. Space, also known as proxemics. Touch, also known as haptics. Environment, which includes lighting, everything in an environment, but it also includes olfactics, which is the study of scent and smell. Time, also known as chronemics. Okay, so you can see in this different image, they have different interpretations of what this people are sending with their nonverbal communication, starting from the left. See, like this person could be lying, not open to communication. The next person with the sunglasses might be hiding something. His posture might be menacing. The middle person might have a hostile attitude, insecure, aggressive, might be closed-minded since his feet are closed. The next person, she looks interested, but her arms look kind of defensive. And the last person looks like looking at you like you thinks you're stupid, and looks like he's impatient to leave. Now, sending these nonverbal communications can also be interpreted wrong. The main concerning with this image, the problem I have with this image is the gentleman in the middle crossing his arms. Now, I cross my arms all the time. It's just a comfortable posture for me. It could also, be misinterpreted by other people. So, talk to you today about proxemics, which is very interesting. It's considered the study of space, but not that space. More like this kind of space. So, it's broken down into two categories, which is territoriality, which is claiming or marking of space, and the use of personal space, which is interactive space. So, according to Hall, the use of space is highly related to culture. We cannot fully understand the use of space and territory without understanding culture, and we cannot understand culture without understanding the use of space and territory. Now, the use of space is highly contextual with our culture. We learn our behaviors through our culture. So, there are different types of territories. Primary territories are exclusive domain of its owners. It's something you use every day, like, say, for instance, an office. Secondary territory, it's not central to the daily functioning of the owner, and it's associated with a particular person or group. Say, you go to the bar, this particular bar, every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, say. Public territory, which is open to anyone and not under constant control of any one person or group, and often protected with as much vulgar as personal property. Think about a bench, a public bench, or a subway seat. Now, home territory. This is when a group of people colonize a public space and is used constantly. When I think of this, I think of gang territory. They consider a couple of blocks their territory. They use it. They put up their markers, their gang size everywhere, wherever you see it, claiming that that's their home territory. Interactional territory. It's anywhere people congregate for social exchange. You know, like a hallway, just anywhere you meet and greet and talk to people. Body territory, also known as personal space, and it's portable. Okay, let's talk about personal space. Personal space is the invisible bubble that surrounds us and expands or contracts depending on personality, situations, and types of relationships. Okay, so there's different zones of personal space. The intimate zone ranges from touching distance to 18 inches. This is where you have your wife, your girlfriend, your family, your close friends. And next, it's casual personal zone, ranging from 18 inches to about 4 feet. Next is the social consultative zone, which is 4 to 8 feet, where we usually conduct our business transactions. And next is public zones, ranging from 8 feet and expands to the interactional potential. So say you were at a speech or at a concert and you're 100 feet away, so that's the range of the public zones from the speaker. Okay, while I was doing another research paper, I came across a certain topic called manspreading. So, manspreading is men spreading their legs, particularly on a subway train, to create space for their genitalia. According to the Metropolitan Transportation Authority of New York, under the disorderly conduct rules, taking up more than one seat is illegal if it interferes with the comfort of other passengers. If other passengers are caught manspreading, they will be ticketed a $50 fine. There has only been 2 cases where 2 Latino men were arrested for manspreading. So, this is a poster I found from them. You know, it's a space issue. So, you do not have to be a man to be manspreading. Take a look at this particular picture. Given the context of the situation, the subway cart seems empty, and she is clearly manspreading. She's giving off the potential image of, this is my space, given the context of the situation, leave me alone, do not approach me. As you can clearly see, she's taking up 3 spaces and is on her phone. So, negative encroachments is the violation of someone's territory, which is usually temporary. Okay, so invasion. Invasion is the invasion of territory with the intent of keeping the territory. Say, if you see somebody get up, you take their seat when they were just going to the bathroom or something like that. Okay, contamination. Leaving something behind in someone's territory. Say you leave trash in somebody's territory. It could also be related to smell, flagellants, perfume. You're contaminating the other person's territory. Blocking. When another person occupies the territory you need in order to move from one place to another. Okay, let's take a look at proxemics in the subway. Take a look why this would be an issue for most people considered manspreading. As you can clearly see, in more high density areas and cities, personal space is quite limited, especially during rush hour. As you can clearly see, they are all in their intimate zones. They don't have very much space. They're pressed up against each other. And from the general outlook of the picture, they do not look very happy. So these gentlemen here, this lady, and him, he's probably going to have to squeeze in there before the door closes. So, school and proxemics. This is a general viewpoints how the first day back to school looks. But when we start school up to high school, we are given assigned seats. So this changes once you get to college. So at the college level, we have unassigned seatings. But there's a consistent pattern of why do students sit in the same seat throughout the semester when it's, unassigned seating. People still tend to gravitate to their same seat. I know because I personally do it, and I wanted to find out why. So there is lots of research on power dynamics of students and teachers, where you sit associated to your grade, but it was really hard to try to find an answer to this question. So luckily, I was able to find some answers to this question. But I was not able to find the actual research paper. So the University of Bologna in Italy did this question: why do college students still go to the same seat even though it's unassigned seating? Said students are attached to their unassigned seats. And also having the same seat reduces anxiety, and it avoids conflict. And students don't have to renegotiate for their new territory. Say you come into class, somebody's sitting in your seat. Now you have to find a different seat. You gotta sit next to somebody, ask if the seat's available, and given that you picked your seat out first, you could have been that you like to sit in the middle or the back or closest to the door so you can get up and use the restroom or what have you. It was a very interesting question I wanted to find out. But my personal opinion to this is I thought that, that was our personal space from whenever your class is, from Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 5. That's your public/secondary territory. So when you're comfortable with that seat and you have basically you're comfortable with that seat, and that's where you've been. Okay. So here are my references. And thanks for watching.